Hey friends, welcome to our last week of our Advent series. This week we are talking about love, and it's pretty fitting to end our series with love because that's such a good word and such a good example of who Jesus is to us and what his coming to earth in the Advent season really means for us. And it does wrap up and put a nice bow on the hope and the peace and the joy of Jesus that we've been talking about the last 3 weeks. So when we think about love specifically in the Advent season, we think about what it meant for Jesus to come to earth was really the ultimate example of love next to his crucifixion and his resurrection. You think about how countercultural the story of Jesus's birth is through Mary and what it would have meant for Mary as a teenage girl to go through culturally what she went through in order to give birth to Jesus. And we think about how humbling that must have been and how radically different it was compared to what everybody thought. But ultimately, it was the ultimate example of sacrificial love. So as we're thinking about how that applies to our lives today, we're thinking about in what might be considered a relationally difficult season for some of you and for some people in your church, the Christmas season, when we're around family that maybe we're not often around, that's maybe a little bit more difficult to love, or it's a stressful season for us as pastors, so we're trying to balance getting everything done and doing well with our Christmas services while also loving people. Where can we sacrificially love people in our lives? Where is it hard for us to love people? So as you're reading through and as you're talking through this with your church, be thinking about those things. Be thinking about the steps you can take. Below in the email, there are challenges and questions. Like always, there's a background to remind you for your phone that Jesus is love, as well as all 4 of them since we're wrapping it up this week. And then also below, there's a little discount for SoulX if you want to continue using soul exercises into the new year. So we're really grateful that you took us up on this opportunity to go through scripture together in this Advent season. And if there's anything you need from us moving forward, let us know. Merry Christmas.